Hey everybody, this is Joe from HomeStudioCorner.com coming at you again with a new video. Today I want to share with you a little snippet of my upcoming album I've been talking about. It should release next month, May 2013. Just waiting to get it mastered and duplicated and all that fun stuff. But today's topic is getting it right at the source, and specifically talking about acoustic guitar. I'll probably do a few more of these videos. I did one a couple weeks ago about getting it right at the source using with electric guitar, picking the right guitar for a particular part. And today is a little bit of a different story, but I wanted to share it with you as well, because if there was a theme for this album, or I guess for Home Studio Corner in general, it would be get it right at the source. And I get a lot of questions from people saying, okay, I understand, but what does that really mean? How do I know when I've gotten it right? And that's a good question. I'm not really going to dive in and answer that specifically today, but I want to just show you. I think you hearing it is probably one of the best ways to kind of explain it and get the wheels turning in your head as far as what that looks like. So here's a song. I'll play for you a little bit of the coming into the chorus of this song. You can get an idea what it sounds like.
Understand, not even where glory dwelleth in
Okay, so you get the idea what it sounds like. Now this song in particular is one of my favorites because it starts off with just guitar and vocal, just an acoustic guitar and a vocal. And that can be, it's not terribly difficult, but I wanted a very upfront, very in-your-face acoustic guitar sound, but I didn't want it to be boomy and have a ton of low mids that just cause it to sound muddy and not distinct. At the same time, I didn't want it to have a thin sound. A thin acoustic guitar sound is great in a full mix, but with something like this that's pretty acoustic guitar heavy, I wanted something that sounded nice and full. So instead of doing what I've done in the past, slap up a microphone or two and just play around with it, and then hopefully get that thick sound that I want when I mix it by a little boost in the low end or some fancy compression or EQ tricks, I decided to, on this particular session where I recorded this acoustic guitar, to not start recording until I got the sound that I wanted. So I would record a few snippets, listen back, make some mental notes, go back, change the microphone placement, change the position I was playing, change how I was playing to get the sound that I really wanted. And so this is what I ended up with. So let me solo that for you and give you a listen to the guitar by itself. So as you can hear, it's just got a nice, a little bit of bottom end to it, that kind of thumping sort of beat, but it's got some clear high end. And the way I had to record this is I had to get the microphone fairly close. I had to find that happy medium to get the mic close enough to the guitar to get some thickness and some warmth and some body to it, but not too close where it got boomy. And I found that happy medium that was probably about 5 to 6 inches away. I normally don't put the mic that close anymore because usually it's just way too boomy. But for this, where I was strumming a lot more lightly, it had a soft groove to it and needed to really punch, that's what I ended up doing. And it just came out perfectly. So much so that I actually, when I went to set up to shoot this video, I was looking at my EQ settings on this guitar, and in the mix, this is the final mix, I literally have a high-pass filter rolling off at about 75 hertz. That's it. I don't have any EQ or compression on this acoustic guitar. It's just the way I recorded it. And that's how it should be a lot of times. That should be your goal, is to record something so well that you really don't have anything that you can do to it during the mix to improve it. That's the goal. Does it happen every time? No, absolutely. I used EQ on every other acoustic guitar track on this album to some degree. But that's the goal, and I was just really excited that I got this. This is probably one of my favorite guitar tones that I've gotten, especially on a piece of music that I've worked on. And so it's near and dear to my heart. So I'm going to play, just let you hear that in the context of the mix, because that probably makes a little more sense for you, for the outro music. That's my simple tip today. Get it right at the source. Really play around with mic placement and take as much time as you need to get it sounding right out of the gate like you'd want it to sound in the mix. Again, I'm Joe from HomeStudioCorner.com. thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching this video. I'll hit play, let you listen to this, and I'll be done for this video. And yeah, we'll see you next week. Thanks.
The sands of time are sinking. The dawn